Hello students, welcome to Vedantu J English. I am Diksha Kaushal, your chemistry master teacher, and today we are going to talk about a very important thing, that is inorganic chemistry. This is actually, students get very scared when I talk about inorganic chemistry because there is a lot of cramming, ma'am, a lot of cramming of which element is there. There are so many theories in that. Chapters are limited, but the limited chapter needs a lot of attention. So ma'am, what exactly is needed in class 12th, right? And why class 11th periodic table and chemical bonding are so much related with class 12th? Let's talk about that firstly. So guys, if I talk about periodic table and P block here, right, periodic table is general, like you should know which element is where, then you should know the general trends of periodic table, right? Why they are important? Because general trend of periodic table and DNF block, like you have to understand lengthenoid contraction or inert pair effect, that you can only understand if you know how periodic table looks like. Okay, that where is S block, where is D block, where is P block, and where is F block, why lengthenoid contraction happens, you can only understand if you know, have overall idea about the all the compounds and all the elements of the periodic table, right? And if I talk about P block and the class 12th P block, because some groups are there in class 11, some groups are there in class 12. So how they are interconnected with each other? Because class 11 groups, right, when you study it in detail, right, same repetition is there in class 12th group, like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All the P block groups have same, almost same properties and almost same exceptions there, right? So that is why understanding this is very important. And if I talk about DNF block specially, right, without knowing the full periodic table and the general properties, understanding the DNF block is very difficult for you, almost impossible for you. You can only cram, you won't be able to understand. And inorganic block chemistry is the most difficult part, where you need a lot of cramming. But if you want to understand the exceptions, then you need to have a good hold over this. Otherwise, you will cram only. But when you have a good hold over this thing, then understanding DNF block becomes easy, and learning all the exceptions also becomes easy for you, right? So next is chemical bonding, ma'am. How chemical bonding is related? See, in chemical bonding, you have hybridization. First part is hybridization is related throughout chemistry. You talk about organic chemistry, it is highly related to organic chemistry. That is why chemical bonding hybridization is directly used in organic chemistry, right? Then if I talk about the theories like VBT, MOT, right, especially VBT and hybridization, you will see same kind of theory, VBT in coordination chemistry, right? So that is why it is very important to understand the theories of chemical bonding, to understand organic chemistry and to understand coordination chemistry of class 12, right? So chemical bonding also forms a base, core base of your molecules that you need to understand, right? And also chemical bonding also forms a very good base of P block, because in P block you have some structures that are very useful, that you can only understand if you know chemical bonding, right? So I'll just tell you with the help of a proof, right, why I'm saying, why I'm insisting on that. If I say this question here, how it is connected, firstly, if you see here, it is nickel, nickel. So what you need to do, you need to know what is the atomic number of nickel, what is the electronic configuration of nickel, right? Then you should have an idea about, because in chemical bonding you learn about shapes, tetrahedral, you talk about all the trigonal, planar, octahedral, and then you see same kind of shapes in coordination chemistry, how they are formed, right? So if you don't have a good knowledge about shapes in chemical bonding, it is very difficult to understand the same hybridization and shape and geometric correlation in coordination chemistry, right? Then if I talk about this is again a question of your coordination chemistry. Now in this as well, what they are asking is spin only magnetic moment. That is also a very important part that you study in class 11th as well, right? Here also, if what you need to do, you firstly need to know how to calculate the oxidation state, that you study in class 11th, right? In redox reaction, you actually study about it. Then you should know how to write the electronic configuration that you study in structure of atom, right? Then you should know how to take out the electrons here. Then after that, spin calculation. We also teach you spin calculation in coordination chemistry. But till here, oxidation state calculation, electronic configuration, at least you should know how to fill the electronic configuration. And DNF block and coordination chemistry is impossible if you don't know 21 to 30 atomic number electronic configurations, right? Then we have this question, if you see, this is about geometry of manganate and permanganate, tetrahedral geometry, oxidation state, are they paramagnetic, are they dimagnetic? So all these bases we find, all the basic knowledge we have in chemical bonding here, right? Then guys, this again is a question that is linked to unpaired electron that you also calculate from electronic configuration and taking out electrons from there, right? Now, to understand the electronic configuration, right, you must know one thing here, that is the full periodic table, right? So, I am asking you to understand the full periodic table, and how to learn that. Just take a take a printout of periodic table and paste it on your wall. Go through that daily, because that will help you to understand, okay, this is S block, okay, this is D block, okay, this is S block, sorry, this is P block, okay, this is F block. Why lengthenoid contraction occurs here? Reason, you will see it daily on the wall, and that's why it will help you to understand, okay, these are all the non-metals, these are all the metals, okay. Go through that daily, on daily basis, just paste it on the wall, right? It will fit into your subconscious mind. Now after that, use with the help of mnemonics, group wise, period wise, transition series wise, lengthenoid wise, actinoid wise. You should know the all the mnemonics. Through mnemonics, you should know which element is where, okay, which element is where. Then bacha, you should know NCRT, right? Even now, if you have just not, you have just ignored class 11, that is a big mistake you have done, right? Right now, go through your NCRT of periodic classification, of P block, of chemical bonding. Very limited syllabus you have for inorganic chemistry, so go through NCRT in detail. It is like Bible of inorganic chemistry, right? Understand the reason behind every trend of periodic table, right? If you're just cramming, you won't be able to solve assertion reasoning questions, and assertion reasoning, statement based question, a lot of these they ask you in 2026. This year in attempt 1, I have seen a lot of questions where inorganic chemistry was of this level, right? That is why you need to pay very good attention on inorganic chemistry, especially understand it throughout. Then guys, if you talk about chemical bonding, there should be no rote learning here, and definitely no hybridization. You have to go through the concept in detail, different molecules, how to draw the shapes, everything. You have to do it yourself instead of cramming the shapes. Try to find out with the help of theories, then shape of molecules, orbitals, which orbitally anti-bonding, bonding, why it is so. Then Lewis dot structure. How do you prepare? Are there any exceptions in the Lewis dot structures? Everything is so important for you, right? So go through all of that. You can watch my detailed lectures, right? If you want to go through like complete detailed inorganic chemistry, you can watch my detailed lectures. Everything I have kept in detail. But if you're like, ma'am, okay, I have good knowledge of it, but ma'am, I just want a recap of inorganic before starting class 12th. If you just want a recap of that, then do let me know in the comment section, and also let me know which class you are in. Which class? I'm supposingly you are in 11th class, and tell me when your exams are ending, right? So all you need to write it down. You're in class 11th or 12th. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you must be in class 11th. Then when are your exams ending of class 11, so that I can start with your preparation of class 12th, right? And also, if you want me to, before starting class 12, do you want me to do a recap video? Definitely I'll do detailed lectures as well live, don't worry about that. But if you want me to do recap in organic class 12th or not, do let me know in the comment section, right? So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you all in the next videos, and do let me know what is the next queries that you have in your mind. Till then, bye bye, take care, bye bye.